What's up, guys? It's Nico from Everyday Gaming with another deck list, another Vanguard deck list today. Today we're going to be talking about Gold Paladins. This is definitely a very scary aggro deck to watch out for. Their rush is so hard that it's very hard for people to deal with right now. So starting off with our triggers, we have 4 perfect guard draws, which is basically mandatory in every deck. We have 4 heals, also pretty normal, and then we got 3 crits and we got 5 fronts. Now I think 3 and 5 is a good number for offensive triggers because it keeps your opponent guessing on what you're running and how many of what. So if they know you're running nothing but fronts, they can just go and take attacks. So I just definitely have to change it up on them. Now I've seen other people, and I might even recommend not running heals. The theory behind that being if you're in a position where you need to heal, you're probably going to lose the game anyways, because you want to have your opponent dead on like their turn 3, or if not their second ride. Sorry about that. I think it was a truck outside. Coming into the grade 1s, we have 4 Howl. This card enables so many plays, getting you extra attacks because you're rarely gonna be stuck on actual Ezel. So he enables you to get extra attacks in, break through your opponent's guard. We have 4 Listener of Truth Dindrin. This card does it all. It unflips, it draws. It's just a really nice card all around. Definitely a 4 of. And then we have 4 Knight of Superior Skills Gareth. Definitely also a 4 of. You need him to get your Superior Ride off. He also is pretty good card because he can boost himself to 18 with just a counterblast if he's called by another card's effect. So he's not only a really good booster, but he can be a pretty solid attacker. Okay, going on to grade 2s here. We have Knight of Superior Skills Gareth. Knight of Superior Bowmains. Now this is when we start to get into the cards that you basically have to run. If you were to play this deck, the Ezel version of this deck, I think you have to run 4 of him because you need to Superior Ride or you're going to lose the game. And we also have 4 Wonder Ezel, who's the same deal. Both these cards enable you a way to Superior Ride your Ezel, but Bowmains allows you to do it from hand. Wonder Ezel allows you to do it from deck. So you need Howl on field for his effect to go off to get your Ezel from deck. And for it's not his effect, but it's Ezel's effect. You need to have Bowmains and Gareth on field, and you can Superior Ride from your hand. And now we're also running 3 Knight or 3 all-out Knight. Now playing this card is a little tricky because a lot of times you have very little cards in hand and he's wasting 1. But you definitely need him early because if you don't get your Wonder Ezel off, you really need to get your Bowmains off. You need to be able to Superior Ride or you're going to lose the game. And this card helps with that. It could also help you get it, like cheat a grade 3 out early or anything. Or actually, I believe it has to be the same. So he can't do that, but she can get you a Dindrin and draw your card. You know, there's a ton this card does. You definitely need to run him, or you could run Vivian. But the problem is with Vivian, you're not going to have the counterblasts for your grade 3s. So for grade 3s here, we have 4 Raven-haired Ezel, we have 4 regular Ezel, and we have 2 Sagramore. Now, so basically what this deck revolves around is this card right here. You have to get him out early. He has 2 ways to Superior Ride him. Especially if you go first, if you go first and you can Superior Ride, you're basically guaranteed to win the game. He puts so much pressure on your opponent. They're already at 8, then they don't get their Twin Drive for another 2 turns. It's just very scary for them. And then especially if you ride Raven-haired. Now what Raven-haired does is he lets you, you can Superior Ride him over Ezel. So you get 2 Excel Zones. And then he doesn't have restricted drive, so once you Superior Ride him, you get your Twin Drive a turn early. And you can also Counterblast 1 to give him plus 15 a crit, and he becomes, you can't Perfect Guard him. So this card makes it very scary for your opponent early because they're taking at least 2 damage most of the time. And most of the time they're not going to block 2 to 3 cards to block him. He does get fairly big. If he has a 8k booster, he's gonna be 35, which is scary when you're at grade 1, because even 2 15s is still only 1 to pass. So and then we have Sagarmore. Sagarmore is really nice when you can call him during the battle, because he enables you to call something else during the battle. So you're getting 2 attacks instead of just 1 extra attack, which makes this deck very punishing to deal with. He's also just not bad. He's not bad to just call on his own, because he does draw you a card, and you need all the cards you can get in this deck, because you're just you're always going to be so low on resources, because you're just trying to kill your opponent as quickly as possible. And that's it for this deck. But thank you guys for stopping by. It's been Nico with Everyday Gaming. So if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, we'll have more Vanguard and Pokemon, and hopefully Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming up pretty soon. So you guys have a nice one, alright?